Hello everybody. Today's session is for HTML, CSS, and welcome everybody. We are going to discuss HTML programming with the simple programming just for introductory level of programming. So we will try to understand a few concepts first, and then we will do a little bit decoration of uh, the components that we had created in a previous session. So let us go to agenda, like what we are going to do today. That will be in the practice session 2. We are going to, first of all, we are going to install VS Code. Last time, who attended the session, they might know that we were doing with any kind of text editor, not specifically VS Code was not installed, just to give you an idea that how far you are from HTML. HTML is the easiest one that we can do with the or without any editor, right? So basically, let us get started, and after installing VS Code, we will consider what kind of extensions we need for our practice. Actually, there are multiple extensions, and all of the different extensions are meant for different purposes. Some are for programming errors, some are for programming decoration, and some are for efficiency that that those extensions give you a hand at coding little bit to speed up your practice, right? You speed up your work, right? So these are the things that we will be discussing, and from there on, we will also discuss browser, which browser we will be using for our weekly practice, just for getting familiar with the things. The last thing today that we will spend a little more time on the one is HTML decoration. We had prepared one simple page last time, and nothing much structured way, but to get an idea how HTML elements they get shown up in the final rendered page. So for all those things, let us get started. First of all, we will do the installation of we have to download and then install our editor. So for VS Code, simple thing is very common, and oh, I was expecting Google anyways, right? Let us find out Chat GPT. So I will just type in Google, will get me so we want a VS Code download, VS Code download, right? So when you go to the Visual Studio Code website, you can get any of the Windows one. I am on Windows, you can say 10. Basically, this server, the one that I'm demonstrating, is a trial version of a Windows server. So basically, it's equivalent to Windows 10. I will go for the user setup executable. So after installation, we will consider which extensions we will be using for today's practice, right? So let us wait for this one to complete. And basically, you can start it from here, because it gives you option. The open file, I will click open file here, and then I will close my browser for now. Let us wait it to come up and install the editor, and it will go to, let it go on any location. By the way, I am creating additional shortcut on the desktop. It is little easy if I want to start somehow if I want to start from the desktop. But usually you don't even need this edit. What we call is the link on the desktop. So it will take some time, and today's practice is not very intensive because first of all we are installing the editor, then we are arranging few things and discussing few of the concepts today, and whatever we had programmed last time, we will try to decorate it a little bit, arrange it in a way, right? Depending upon the time, won't spend more than an hour, but no problem. We can continue if there is a requirement. So VS Code is open. This is a welcome page, and in welcome page, it gives you option to create a file, create whatever, right? Now this is not actually this is not an IDE, but it is very close to IDE. So basically, when you have the IDE, then you will be having options for opening a project or opening a solution or opening something like that. But if you have any editor, simple thing is that the file editor will first of all will give you option to open a file. So this is a file editor actually, but it is more close to the programming. The best one in the market these days, right? And it is free. That's good. So what we need to understand here is many people, including myself, we are just used to double click the title bar to make it full size. Let me do that way. I see this way. Now I have full screen open, but first of all, let me close this welcome page. And I have before we do the programming, we can do right way. That's not an issue, but I will go a little bit by the conventional way. So what we will do is, first of all, we want to install few. This icon is for extension. You see, it has been populated already. So many extensions are available, and the extensions mean that there is some software that works with the application to help the programmer or the operator help the programmer do the things faster. Assistance in syntax, assistance in coding, typing, or whatever, even the formatting, right? So let me suggest you, well, when we will be doing further sessions, we will be installing more and more. But first of all, today, Prettier, P-R-E-T-T-Y, Pretty means clean, beautiful, right? So Prettier is very popular. This one, Prettier, is very popular. Basically, the one that is popular out of how many Prettier are there? There are more than what. So Prettier. I will go with this one for now. I think all of these should be working same, right? I am installing this one. Once this one is done, I think it is done already, right? So then I will look for one more. One more is useful for us, and that one is live server. Now, I might have mentioned in previous sessions that when we are creating any HTML, basically web page or front end or HTML presentation document that is opened by a browser, that is client side. Mostly it is client side. So client side means that we are not talking about server side at this time, but later on we can go there. If there is any requirement, somebody can convince me that they need some session on server side. then we will do that one. But for now, we are keeping it simple and we are keeping it, common for everybody, every newcomer, so that they can get some encouragement to getting their feet wet into the HTML and CSS. We will keep this programming session at that level, and not necessarily we are repeating the things, but we will be doing different technologies at this level, beginners level, right? And we won't go little deeper, but just in case that is the situation, then we can arrange special guidance, we can arrange special mentoring, we can arrange special education, we can suggest something that is easy for you to go and get that one quickly. But that depends upon next step. But first of all, let us go for a live server we have installed. And if you are there, then I hope when you go there, you will have some, how we get this one from installations, right? Yeah. So the installed are 2 of them, and the other ones are available, right? So I'm not too much familiar with this editor, but anyway, so we are good with the whatever we have right now. But we will open the file. First of all, we will open the, okay, so first of all, let us discuss about the browser. So the browser wise, I would say, and we have Microsoft Edge, right? So that is fine. You don't need to, but I will still tend to recommend go for Google Chrome. And that is my personal option that I like it, but you can go with any of the browser, and whatever the browser is installed by default should be fine. But install Chrome, CHROME. I'm going to install it just for your I will download it for your familiarity, so that you know how do we do it, right? So simple things, simple steps. So even see, when I was coming here, Microsoft is testing, do not go there. They are like, for example, I am download now, see, and it might be, see, Microsoft Edge, they are recommending that you don't need, because even actually, yeah, that is right. Microsoft Edge includes all those features that had been provided long ago, but the Google Chrome was the leader at the time when all these things came in from the existence for a programming side or whatever. Google Chrome is still most popular, but for me, it's not there's not much difference between Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So you can continue with whatever you want to. So let us ignore their ignore their suggestion, right? And we are going to install it. Download Chrome. When you press download Chrome, it will be downloading. I think it might have already downloaded it. Let us see in our downloads. Yes, Chrome setup is there. So I will start the Chrome setup, right? And I will let it install first. Won't be much longer. And after installation, I will show you something. Actually, at this time, we don't have to show you anything for now, but when we will be doing some programming, we will see. I will show you why I insist on Chrome a little bit. When I am programming, I feel it a little easy, feel it a little bit better to debug a few things. Not to that level, but still, whatever is available is better, right? So Chrome is already installed. I think, no, it's installing, right? So after Chrome is installed, we can make it default browser, set it up like default browser. Then yeah, we can do it, not a problem. And then we will open our Visual Studio VS Code, and then in that code we will do little bit decoration of the components elements that we have designed, right? So it is installed, and it is asking us to sign in. I am not signing in for now. It doesn't make much difference. And now this see it is asking me to set it default. Just that is better to set it default for now. Otherwise, I do not mind. I do not care much about this one. But see, when it's given you the options where we set it up as a default browser, I am clicking here and I am choosing the one in the settings. So switch anyway. See, Microsoft is still asking to keep the Microsoft Edge, right? So that's fine. I am closing this one, and now I do not want to make many other settings here, right? So customize or not customize, just leave it like that. And let us see what it opens. I understand, so no problem. So I will say it is already on your taskbar. So we have Google and we have whatever we want. So in case we want to check our application that we had on today's date, this is the old one we had created the other day, and now it is, why it is asking now? Always use Google Chrome, right? So this is the one that we had created the other day. Nothing much. There was just a practice, and finally we had made this table move to the center and a couple of formatting there. I would even include some image just to demonstrate a few things. And then even today's session will not be perfect. I will do little lightweight for you people. So how do we do these things? So first of all, the way the programmers do, I will show you the way the programmers usually do. So let me go to the folder where we have today's practice session folder. This is the folder I have. So basically, most of the programmers are comfortable with command line cd to this folder and the colon. And in this one, what we do basically, let me show you. I think the fonts are small here. I will increase the fonts to, okay, very big, right? Okay, so I logged in command prompt, right? You can log in into PowerShell, whatever. If you have set up the terminal as PowerShell, you are good with that one also. Little minor difference. With the command line, you have two commands to go to that folder. But with PowerShell, you have only one command. CD will take you there, right? So we have the file here that we had prepared index.html, right? This is the one that we have done work previously. Now the other one, text practice one, is the one that practice the one that we were talking about the agenda today, right? So we are going to do. So here in this folder, we will type CODE code. Code is command line. CODE code is command line shortcut for Visual Studio Code. So code, and then I am telling code which folder we want to open, which folder we will be looking into the files, and is our work folder, whatever. So I am giving it current folder. So current folder in an IT field on the command line, we represent current folder as dot. You can make sure that don't get mistaken by the dot. Many times somebody will say, oh, open it with the code dot, right? So open the code with the folder you want to open. I mean, two steps in one. So you can do this way to open code dot, right? And you will go to the same folder where we are working right now, right? Means that we had created one file. See, index is there, index.html is there, hello world, or whatever we did, and the practice is also there. Okay, we trust the files and we don't mind, right? We don't have any risk here. So this is the file anyway, but this is the way. But again, it's not just not to cram it, just not to remember it without having to know the reality how it works, right? Now, first part is code. This will open Visual Studio Code anyways, right? If you want to open any folder, in any folder, even the previous one or any one that you want to create, give the folder name, right? Same thing, it will go same place because that was our current folder, right? So when you open this way or that way, that should be fine, right? So I am making it a little bigger and I'm doing a little bit decoration today with the HTML. HTML we had already discussed, and with our CSS today we will be doing a little bit what we call. Let me increase the size for you, and now it's in the. It looks like it is now better. So what we are doing, all of the things that we are having, we can go live and we can do the practice practically anytime, but time to time I will show you different features that we will be doing here. Looking at different components, because see, we are just learning the things, and I mean I did not have any intention last time to give you any complex code so that it looks little too heavier for new people. So basically today's session, we will be discussing not full detail but most of it, right? So let me say, first of all, let us discuss H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, right? So these are headers. Now header means then in the days they were writing only simple text or whatever. They were putting I'm not sure, maybe that time the browser and the renderer were not like that advanced at the time. But when the messages went there, like they were, like I might have mentioned, this was initially for military purpose, right? So now when I'm writing something, the first in the body, in the document body, when I'm writing something and I'm using headers, one point I would like to tell you that if you are going to use the headers that indicate its real purpose means that you have something that can be used either way, this way, that way, or other way, or maybe in another way, right? You can use it anyway, but intention of the 6 headers is that within one document you can have one header and then subheading, and then you may have another subheading or you may have another subheading. So basically doing these things in hierarchically, H2 should come under H1, so it should be there, right? Now I hope you understand. Now if you have another subheading over there and then put the another subheading over there like that. No, this is what I'm writing here, just to depicting the actual final document. This is not for coding purpose. This is not for coding purpose, but I am explaining you that so that you know that why there are 6 headers, right? So you can say if there are more 3, okay, then keep them in one group, right, like that. And then if there is another H1, H2 is coming now, there is another H2 is coming. This is only hello world, but in real document you would. Now H2 will be coming at this level. So first level, second level, third level, and fourth level. So these headers are meant for this type of purpose, right? So basically today we are not going to demonstrate this hierarchy today, but this was just simply giving you an idea. But again, I will tell you that the browsers know this fact. You may ignore it, maybe you may wink at it, and you don't need to. You are a little too lazy to follow these directions, but that's fine. Browser itself knows it. Now another way, as I use this center tag here, it is not a convention. It's not the way people do that one, but I was doing that one. What if I do same thing like this tr? So what I will do, basically when I am doing programming, it is to up to my convenience that how I do. Now this is free form type of language that we have, we can do this way, right? So so what I do normally is I arrange them this way, right? So what we do is, okay, so all those TDs are in data columns, table data entities are in one. I keep them in one row, and then that gives me easy catch up of the lines when I have to find something is going wrong or something is not working properly, right? So up to the row. So the data is coming. This one is 1, 2. Now again, this one is on one row, but where is my header? Two headers, right? There are two headers, and so up to the row, I go up to the row in one row, right? So let me bring them in one side. I can go. Like I can. Okay, let us see if we can go live. I'm starting live server, and this is my page, right? So yes, I can keep it live. At the same time, I can move it away and then keep doing the editing. And at the same time, it will live means live. So if I am doing some work, then live will reflect the things that I'm doing, right? So basically, what I was trying to explain to you is that that you can arrange HTML the way you want, but maybe the way you are arranging your things, maybe that is not a conventional way. But for now, feel easy to do whatever the way you do. What I was telling you, that when I create a table, I keep that the table definition row 1, and it is properties, sorry, attributes in one line. Then the row, always what I do most of the times, whatever I do, almost always, that I make one line for the row, right? So this is tr, and then we have table headers, right? How many we have? Yeah, 4 table headers, right? So 1, just anything integer income. 4. So yeah, that's the way I do, but you are not bound to do that, right? So I am going to make it that way, the way I do. But that is not urgent. When we are doing we are just learning, and I will be reporting it right away for explaining the properties and all those things, right? So if this is one row, then I will try to make another row like that. And what is happening over there, right, is this tr is finishing there, and now it is good, right? So you can make it that way, right? So basically, I will do like that, but you can do it any way you like, right? So making it bigger a little bit. So let me show you this editor and a side by side window. We can open side by side inside the editor also. I will explain you next time. But for now, let us do some kind of styling. Now, what we are going to discuss today is HTML was discussed last time, but this time I am going to discuss a little bit. Why keep this app? What do you mean? Oh, okay. No. I want to open with the editor. So yeah, what I was saying, that last we have discussed browser. and we installed Google Chrome, right? So HTML decoration. So what we programmed last time, we will try to give it a little bit attributes and a little bit of formatting. Not perfectly at this time, but at least a little bit tweaking around, right? So let me see if this editor, the way we have a only table and six of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How come it's 7? So there is another duplicate. There are three H3s, right? So there are three H3s that I would eliminate and leave only one. So now it should be. So now when I save this one, it should be reflected. See, when I'm saving this file in the editor, this is because it's live server, so it's like. So first of all, so inside the header, we can have style, style, and this is regarding CSS. So style, I am changing style. So what I'm saying is that in my H1, so H1, I am defining the style like color, colon, red, semicolon, right? Once I save, the color should be red. See, the color has changed to red. So this is styling. You style it, you want to make it bigger, smaller, or whatever you want. You want to change the background or whatever. And this style is the one that we do. Now, I change style of one line only, and then I will change style of table. So table, I would say the color in the table is blue. Color is blue, B-L-U-E, blue, right? And when I save it, it should be blue. See, in the table. So you have to be very smart when you are doing such kind of experimentation. You can note down in your brain or in your notepad that when you tweak with the style, I'm telling you, because if you don't pay attention to the things here at this level, later on it will be a mess, big mess in your brain, and you will be making, like I was making mistakes, so many mistakes, right? Efficiency was reduced to 30% only because I did not pay much attention on styling and arranging. For example, if you have a kitchen, let me give you an example. There are 7 people within the whole world, internationally, globally. There are 7 people, and those 7 persons, they have their kitchens, right? Now, how they manage their kitchen, right? This is very good example. So some of them, they are tidy, clean up everything, and some are mess, and they don't even wash until they need it. But another one, the third one, is the one who cleans everything. Even after making tea, they are cleaning their utensils, everything in place, and then that person eats food or takes drink or whatever. So 7 people have 7 different habits. I can tell you, the one who is more organized might be spending little initial time, but at the end, that person will be liked all over the globe, right? So person will be liked, that is one thing, but the efficiency will increase. With me, this happened. And especially, there was saying when I was in the school that smart people have bad handwriting. Bad handwriting means not very good, not beautiful words like letters. Any language you come from, any heritage you come from, if you do not pay attention to the things, how these things work, you are going to get into a big mess in CSS. I am warning you. We have written only 2 points here, H1 and table 1. Another one, I will give you just an idea today. Today, I'm not going to make anything perfect that you go and surprise somebody. No, not like that. But what I am telling you, I am an example of myself when I was working in the beginning learning level at the time when I am learning, I was 100% efficient. More and more I learn, my efficiency went down. Why? Because I did not manage the thing the way it is supposed to be. You have more knowledge, you need more responsibility to arrange the things the way you want, right? So example of bad handwriting, dirty handwriting, I would call. The example that I given about the kitchen, that 7 people have different kitchens, different way organized, and they will all have different efficiencies. Reputation is one thing. People like or dislike, that is different thing, right? But the thing is that you are learning the things to be efficient, to make something easy for you, more productive for you, and all those things. I'm telling you, watch it. Now, how the scope works. I change the color in the table, and there are all the different columns and cells. They all changed at one time, right? Many things won't change. Even within the table, if you go for a style, maybe won't change much, right? I mean, maybe not changing that way, but it's your responsibility to keep in mind that if you are changing H1, then it is not changing for all of them, right? Let me do one more thing. So look at the also that the order, which order it is given. So let me tell you that if I say star, right, and then I want to, star means everything, all the elements, right? I want to give the color, right? I would say green, right? Semicolon, and now I am saving it. What happened? So look at what happened when you are giving star. Okay, it is working, and sequence, note that down. So you are after the table and after the H1. H1 is telling us that I am the boss, don't touch my color. But this color is affecting all the components. How you know that? All the components. Why it's not affecting H1? This is now your responsibility to make it understand, right? To understand it well. Now let me tell you, the color that this directive is for all the components at a stage that was before you define this color red, right? So I can explain you, I can show you. Now let us put how do we comment it out like this one, and in this one it's like that, right? Now let us see what happens. See, that one is green. I was telling you that when you are applying a style sheet, which way are you applying? What is your intention? How your brain is working, that I will apply this one and this will work that way. Now what happens? Another thing, and it is order also. It is scope and order. There are a few things that if you repeat something, let me not duplicate it, but actually I will change it. Color, rather than color blue, I will say color something. Okay, let us try this one. See, once you change the color to blue and then you apply the color globally, table is respecting it. H1 is not respecting it. H1 is saying, I am the boss. I am header one. I am the boss of this whole document. So H1 is not respecting it. Table is respecting it. So hierarchy, what is the hierarchy? What is the scope hierarchy? What is the order hierarchy? How the things are going to affect your document if you do it. Now, once you start doing this kind of investigations yourself, you will always be in an organized manner, and that will help you make so intuitive changes in CSS, and you can surprise the people that, oh well, you have done that way. Oh, let me know that how did you do that? I want to do the same thing. Now note down, Once you apply the color to one element and then you apply color to global element, global scope, then you apply the color again. So what will happen when the browser will go that way, then browser will come there and then apply it that way. See, even if I am saving it, it is not respecting it, because the color that is global, that has more effect than even the order on the table. But on this one, H1, this will give you the difference, the newer one. So S1 is, see, it is respecting the local effects, right? The styling, local styling and global styling and all those things. Well, let me tell you that I'm not expert on these things, but I am only the programmer, that the way that I want to let people feel easy to do the programming. If you are going to be a master of one thing, you are not considering multiple skills in your profile, then you can become much better than the hero. Even a hero, overall hero is of programming is something else. And if you do the research this way, how did I show you that H1 is respecting or not, right? Maybe this is the one thing, and maybe you apply something on the image, right? If there is an image, then you can apply styling to the image. Now the styling is not only about the colors. Believe me, it's not about only about the colors. It is about location, the order of appearance, float formats, floating of the elements within the container, the containers and location absolute or whatever. There are many things. Size, thickness, background, color, there are many things. So style is coming like that. Now, in this case, if I do not say star, if you say body, it might have different effect. See, it has different effect, because once I change it from star to body, the table came out of it, right? It say when you are doing to global, means to HTML itself, then I respect you. But if you do not do at a global level and at the body level, I don't care about body. This is what table is telling, right? Okay. So let me try to remove this one now. Even at this level, it should respect, right? See, table is not recognizing body color, right? Table is recognizing only HTML color. And when you are doing HTML color, let me see, if I put star before, star means that every element in the document should obey that one. Was not obeying, but let me remove this one, and we will see a little bit how it affects, right? If I put HTML, you can do the practice yourself. I'm not going to spend more time on this one. We will do real formatting next time. You have seen how to install the editor, how to do the real time. Let me save this one, right? So when I'm saving, HTML wise, H1 is listening to, right? But then if I have HTML, H1 is already defined, maybe not. So again, this is right. So now I'm not sure about other child headers, right? So let us see what does the child 3 do, right? So H3, what is H3? See, H3 is listening to, and maybe if I cut it from here, I'm not sure that I don't have a complete list of how they behave, but you can see that doesn't matter. All the headers, they have different criteria for applying the styling on their appearance, right? But in this case, I would say that we will go for more styling and better way of the presentation of the element next session. For this session, I would say that we are almost about 45 minutes already. So let us close this down now, and we will try to explain more techniques. For example, maybe I can give you one more idea here. If I am explaining border, right? BORDER, right? I don't know if it will it work or not, but 1px, if I say that way, let us say what is happening. Nothing with the table. If I say 5 pixel, I'm saving, still nothing applying to the table. But if we apply to the table, the border to the table, maybe to star, let us check it. Star, it is affecting. See, for the star, it is doing something that we do not like. Why? Because locally the table is given the border too, but we are applying style after definition of this table, this too, right? But if we say the border for the table, then 2 pixel solid, what I should say, AQ solid. So if I say this one, see, now this border is going at HTML level, star. Everything is getting one. My attention was only table. So let us change to the table, right? So this is it, right? Table outside is changed. Now I want to change the column. Okay, the column inside changed, right? TD. Now note down the application of table TD. Table. If I put comma, will it be different? See, yes, it is different. Comma has different significance, right? If I want to give it to the table row as also, I would say tr, save it, you will see the difference. Tr, yes, here. So tr, table row is not picking up the, I think it should, but at tr level, we will look at that one. It should pick up, but it is not picking up. So it all depends on which kind of browser you are using, and some of the browser may pick up something and some other browser may or may not. So your best practice will be setting up the real your destination browser and bring it to the live server right on your desktop, and then keep coding that way so that you do not waste much time. But make sure you test it with one or two different browsers. I have a Microsoft Edge and I have Google Chrome. So these two for me are more than enough, and I do not do commercial programming in here. If there is anything that enterprise level where we are having our jobs, that is different story. But on freelancing, I don't do this programming. I do more on databasing and data engineering side. Thank you very much for your time, and we will discuss more things next week, and we will do real work on our CSS and HTML. Then also maybe next time we will get some chance to look into JavaScript, right? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye now.